Hello. Hello, you okay?
Stage 3 was another 20-plus kilometre gravel affair just outside Graskop. And with things so tight at the front, only 3 seconds separated new leader Fecken from Gemmel. The heat was on. On board with production car leader Charles Wilken and Greg Godrich in the Sasol Konica Minolta Subaru Impreza on stage 3. They had 16 seconds over Reuter and Snyman and were determined to extend that gap. But unfortunately things went horribly wrong as Wilken lost control. His shouts of pain are clearly audible.
Both could get out of the car, but a subsequent visit to the hospital revealed some back injuries to Wilken that could keep him out of rallying for up to 2 months. Lawrence and Vermeulen were pushing also, trying to make up for that error in stage 2. As were Kuhn and Hodgson.
Gemmel and Marsh were clearly revelling in the conditions, and with 3 seconds to make up to Fecken and Aris, they let rip. Jean-Pierre Damso and Cobus Frey had lost about 5 minutes in the previous stage due to, you guessed it, punctures, and were hoping that that was the last of their bad luck. It wasn't difficult to guess that the same thoughts were occupying the minds of Damso Senior and Robert Paisley.
Reuter and Snyman, the new Class N4 leaders after the Wilken-Godrich accident. Cronje and Birkin, leading Class A7 by 19 seconds, would take their 3rd stage victory in class here. Barry Hrobler and Mike Burrows putting up another steady run in stage 3. De Wit and Yender beginning to make their presence felt in A7 as they set the 2nd fastest time in class.
Toyota and Volkswagen lead the way internationally by designing and building their cars right here in South Africa. See the difference in performance on the same stage between the Class S2000, which is for highly modified 2-litre 4-wheel drive cars at the top of your screen, and an A7 car, which is for 2-litre 2-wheel drive cars at the bottom of your screen. Stage 4, the last gravel stage of the day, was a massive 34 kilometres long, where things could go wrong very quickly, as they did for Jürgen Fecken in the previous stage. The BP Volkswagen crew lost a massive 11 minutes due to, indeed, 2 punctures. So after 2 stage wins out of 3, Johnny Gemmel was leading Etienne Lawrence by 17 seconds.
As has been the case for many years now, the 16th Sasol Rally drew massive crowds who filled every accessible nook and cranny to get close to the action. As the sun dropped slowly behind the pine forest, they knew they were witnesses to a serious battle up front. And Lawrence and Vermeulen knew that this is where they could make up the deficit, and they put up a spirited display on this very tricky surface. Despite lying outside the top 20, Fecken and Aris were still going, with evidence of bodywork damage at the rear.
Kuhn and Hodgson had moved up to 3rd overall, and it seemed that their early bad luck was something of the past. Gemmel and Marsh lost some time in stage 4, and in the process also gave up their overall lead. JP Damso and Cobus Frey had a huge deficit to overcome, but the car did not seem worse for wear, and they were within half a minute of the pace in this stage. Serge Damso and Robert Paisley had also seemingly shaken off their early bad luck, and although they were out of reckoning, they were still going hard.
Leading Class N4 and deceptively fast, Fernando Reuter and Gerard Snyman. Visser du Plessis and Dave Lefkowitz were lying fourth in the production car category after a wrong tyre choice earlier. Here, on stage 4, however, the pair were closer to the pace. Now comfortably in the lead of Class A7 and lying 6th overall, Mark Cronier and Chris Birkin. Barry Krobela and Mike Burrows now in a solid third position in Class A7.
Lola and Megan Verlark struggling for pace this weekend, and mistakes like these were not helping the rally chicks either. After stage 4, Etienne Lawrence and Andre Vermeulen were leading overall, but only 4 seconds ahead of Johnny Gemmell and Peter Marsh.
This was, yeah, it was a long one and rough, lots of jumps, lots of ditches, it was a challenging stage. Very tight as well in sections, fast in sections. It was a good all-rounder, but we lost a bumper. I don't even know where, so it shows you how rough it was, you know. You're just going and going, so it must be a big rock or something knocking it off.
We had a very good first 2 stages. After stage 2 we were leading the rally, and stage 3, going into the stage we already had a flat wheel right rear, and we tried to get out of the stage with just a flat tire at the rear, and then eventually we also got a front puncture. So we decided to stop, change the front wheel, and change the front wheel from front to back. So we had a very eventful stage 3.
Towards the end there, the car was a bit funny on the left front. Then there was another little bit that was added in the stage towards the end in grass. Couldn't see anything, and I hit must have been a rock on the left, burst the left 2 tires. And unfortunately it was not too far to the end.
Today's fun. We had a slow start, and then when we started pushing in stage 3 we had the wrong tires. Got a flat for 7 guys, lost exactly 2
Were within striking distance. Royder and Snyman led N4 and Cronier and Birkin A7.
Further down the order, Michael and Robin Houghton were leading N3 and Etienne du Toit and Patrick Vermark N2. Making the smallest of mistakes. The crews hate it, but the crowd love it.
Stage 6 was another traditional town stage, White River, another short one, again with incredible atmosphere. At the start of this stage, Lawrence was only a second ahead of Gemmell, so neither could afford to take any chances.
Well, without lights and Sabi, it was quite airy. We've got a short somewhere, we don't know where it is, we're still trying to find it. We've got about 20 minutes to find the problem. So, I don't know, we'll see now if hopefully you can get the alternator to charge, because I can't use any lights, so I use the park lights.
Lawrence was able to pull another 6 seconds away from Gemmell to lead the Sasol Rally overnight, as we caught up with some of the main players after a hard day's rally.
Well, we're definitely not going to take it lying down. We're trying very hard. We're making sure the car's in the best condition it can be. We lost our 2 minutes in the first stage, like most of my rivals, but we're fortunate to still be in the event. So we're trying very hard. We haven't made up a lot of time today, and we've got a slight problem with the car. We feel that it's a little bit down. I've got all my guys working on it. I trust on them, and tomorrow we're going to put up a real hard fight to climb our way back up there, where we belong.
Yeah, stage 1 went very well. Stage 2 we won, and then we were leading the rally. And then stage 3, as we started the stage, I already got the puncture, what was it, right rear. And we tried to get out of the stage, just continue, and about 12 k's into the stage, the rim was breaking up, and we stopped to change it. And then we also got another flat wheel, the front. Right front also a puncture, so we lost I think 11 minutes on that stage.
You know, we've heard a lot about the Sasol, but we're feeling it, and it's been quite a hectic learning curve for us. But the first couple of stages we had a really great day. It's just that stage 4 we unfortunately hit a little something in the grass. I'm not too sure what it was, and we popped a shock. But the guys did a great job. I mean, they're back and up and running. The car feels great. The last stage, everything's still tracking in the right direction. So credit where it's due to the guys at the team. They've really done a great job.
It's very rough. It's been very rough. We've had, you know, we kept in the middle of the road. You know, we had quite a big fight with Wilkin this morning. You know, we had the same time on the first one. He took a bit of time on the next one. Then we changed tires. Then he fell out, unfortunately. And then we've just kept in the middle of the road. And on the last long one, we had a puncture with 7 k's to go, which I thought was going to be crucial, but lucky for us, so did Brian. So all the other guys also had a puncture. So everybody's had problems, but it's fine. We're leading Group N quite comfortably, and we need a good result. We haven't had one for a long time.
It's rough out there. I think to get to the end of day 1 on this event is a good start for day 2.
Yeah, you know, I started badly in the first stage, choosing the wrong tires and having a puncture and wrecking half of the suspension off. I mean, the guys put the car together again, you know, we replaced the shock absorbers, and they've done very well. And then in the second stage, and I had 2 punches again, so it doesn't look like this rally is, I should have stayed home maybe.
Quite rough, eh? Quite rough, the conditions. In the 33k stage, we had some problems. Took out 2 left tires and 2 shock absorbers, but otherwise all right. It was near the end. We got a spare wheel, got back to service. The guys sorted it out in enough time, and we're back into it.
So Fecken and Aris were fastest with both stage wins, whilst Kun and Danso Senior sandwiched rally leader Lawrence. Over the same section, these were the fastest crews in various classes, although it does not reflect the overall class positions.
7 Sasol Rally, and stage 7 is another traditional one.